Well, hello loves. I wanted to pop in really quick and just do a quick review on a couple of new things that I got that I have been playing with that I love. So can a girl have too many soft pastels? I think not. But I am going to have to limit myself. I am getting quite the collection. But Arteza sent me these to try. And I was super excited because I knew that they were going to be coming out with some soft pastels, and I could not wait. And the color, the color selection is phenomenal, and the quality is amazing. So I just did a quick kind of color test of all of them. The colors are just gorgeous. The magentas and the reds and the purples, there's so many good colors. The variety of teals, the awesome colors of greens and earth tones. So you've got these kind of brights up here, and then you kind of get a lot of good neutrals and earth tones, all kinds. And then you've got 4 neon color ones. So good. And so I tested them, and they're super, they're a really good mix between like some of my super cheap ones that are kind of too soft, and then some of the hard ones that are too hard. This is a really good mix of soft pastel with some really great vibrancy. And you've got there in a really nice size stick. A big size stick in comparison to, let's just say, I love Soho soft pastels. That's what you get when you get a Soho kind of set like this. So a good amount of soft pastel. They're very, very blendable, nice and soft, and yet they've got that square, so you can kind of get some detail and some line. The color selection, that's what really got me excited, was the color selection. So they're not hard, but they're not super soft either. They're kind of right in the middle. I think my Soho soft pastels are a little bit harder, so they don't blend out as much. So these are softer than, say, my Soho soft pastels, but not as soft as my Senlier's, which kind of break apart a bit, and not hard like, I'm trying to see, I've got some cheaper sticks. Usually the cheaper the pastel, the harder they can be sometimes. Just depends. But this is a really good medium range, and so you get 72 colors, and they come in, so let me just bring out the box here. They come in this, like a box like this, real nice box, 2 layered, 2 trays, that kind of thing. That's the Arteza soft pastels. So they come really nicely packaged. You can see all the colors here. 72 soft pastels, and I think it was $45 or $49. So really reasonable for what you get. So I thought I would show you these, and I'm going to kind of create just real quick with them in just a minute. But I also want to show you another thing that I just got that I'm kind of excited about. So let me set these over here, set this aside, and then I just got some Golden's So Flat paint. So this makes me happy because I like a nice matte finish when I'm creating. And so I just painted these and dried them. They dry really fast, easily. But you can see that there's no shimmer whatsoever. These are very matte. Perfect for soft pastels because they kind of have that matte finish, nice ground. So these two will pair really well together, and I'm going to do kind of a quick little flower with the 2 of these so that you can kind of see them in action. But so I got, let me grab the box here real quick. They you can get them individually, and they don't have all of the colors that Golden offers. They have a good variety, but not all of them. And I imagine if they become popular, they'll probably extend the color range. But these are fairly new. But I got just a set. You can get them individually. I got the set, and this is the Zing set. So it's these six bright colors here. Super fun. Teal, of course, and this yummy violet. Love this. And then I just got a black. And this is so great. And they're fairly opaque too, which is kind of nice. I mean, you can kind of thin them out, and you'll be able to see how thin they are, but they do move. But they've got a nice consistency. So I would say that they're like a medium body paint, and because they're not a fluid, but they're not a heavy body. So they're a really nice consistency and really creamy and smooth to work with. So super fun. I can't wait to create more with these. So I'm going to grab another sheet or a journal page and just kind of do a quick flower with the two of these and show you how they kind of work together and just give you an example of the products themselves. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick flower, and let's see, let's start with the violet. And this is just real quick, super kind of abstract, but I just want to show you how the paint and the pastels will work. So let's just get a little bit of that happening. They do, because they're matte, they do tend to dry fairly quickly. Put a little bit of, oh, you know what, I'm not going to do orange. I'm going to go pink. This is called Naphthol Pink. And the other is Red Violet. Grab a little bit of this. Of course, you can put this on your palette, but I'm just doing a quick, just kind of quick simple flower just to give you an idea. Grab a little bit of this back here. Get some of that down in there. Okay. That's good. Let's get a few leaves on there. And I will be getting more of these. In fact, I think I've already ordered more. Once I tried them out, I was like, I love these. So I just want to do kind of a quick, maybe flower here. I mean, leaf. Don't know my flower from my leaf. Yeah, that looks good. I want to get this dry. And then I'm going to come back over and kind of accentuate this with my soft pastels, just to give you an idea of how they work. Okay, this is dry. I think it's fairly dry. I wasn't paying attention. I bubbled my paint just a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to come back in and and because this is matte, the pastels work fantastic on them. And I love the color selection of the soft pastels. Let's grab kind of a brighter, yeah. And let's have some fun here. Kind of get some color down in here. And this is working really beautifully over that acrylic paint, which a lot of times I will have to put down some matte medium so that there's a bit of a grit so that your soft pastels will work. But I don't have to do that. So let's... I want to get some real, almost, yeah. So this is like a deep, deep plum. But you can see how nicely they cover the soft pastels. And then let's just grab a little bit of white, highlight this baby. And we'll call it good. This is just to give you an idea of how they work, and they're absolutely beautiful. Paints are fantastic, and especially for mixed media when you're doing all the different layers. That matte finish, kind of opaque, but you can spread it out and thin it out if you want. So two really great products that I have just been playing with and enjoying that I thought that maybe you guys might like to see. So these are Golden's So Flat. And then Arteza's Soft Pastels in the pack of 72. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helped give you some information on the two, and maybe you might play a little bit with some new things. All right, my loves, have a wonderful day.